Whoa. Okay. That's different. Whoa. Hey guys, welcome back to another Gaming Memories video. Here we are taking a look at a fan inspired creation of the original Resident Evil game that was released on the PlayStation 1. This is my first playthrough of the game. From what I've seen of it online, it's a total fan-made interpretation of the original game. So it'll be interesting to see how it actually looks.
Biohazard.
So you have the ability to be able to play as Rebecca Chambers, and there's also the option to play as Richard, but from what I've seen so far, you actually can't play as Richard as of yet, because again, this is still work in progress.
Bravo team is flying around the forest zone situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we are searching for the hikers, who disappeared during some days after bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City limits. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. The media and local forces urged the stars to investigate the disappearances and search for the missing.
What?
Okay, now that looked awesome. So it did. They seem to have done a really good job at trying to capture a lot of the elements of the original game. And quite rightly so. The main reason why I'm doing this video is because the first Resident Evil game is my all-time favourite game of all time, hands down. This is cool, being able to stand outside the mansion. Just getting used to the controls here, trying to figure out what the buttons are because I have to use the keyboard to play it. Now, as far as I know, that this is still a work in progress demo, so there probably will be more added to it. I'll leave a link down in the description down to where you can get access to the game if you want to try it out yourself. Man, this looks cool. Even the textures and everything on it are all kind of like all pixelated, where it's trying to replicate the style of the original game. And the fact is it's all in first person as well, so this is a different take on it. So this is cool. Even all the sound effects, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's awesome. That's just designed in exactly the same way as the original mansion. Like, all I can say is just, oh my god, it looks insane. The detail in that is just class. It really is. Like, even the music really reflects that. It's creepy. Yeah, it definitely feels how I actually remembered. Because I'll never forget the first time I ever played the original game. It was just insane. It was one of the very first games I ever played on the PlayStation. It was one of the first games I'd ever played, like, with being able to play as 3D characters, so my mind was already blown at that point. But the fact is that they're revisiting this game, and in this perspective, it adds a whole different idea to it, which is awesome. Yeah, still as creepy as I remember, for sure. Even the sound effects, like the environments, everything is just, yeah, it's cool. Like even the paintings on the walls and everything, the statue. Everything is as it should be. Yeah, it's epic. It's incredible. Yeah, even a reference to Code Veronica as well. I do remember that painting was a code on it that you needed for one of the puzzles in the game. Okay, cool. So okay, so you'll have to excuse me, the game crashed just as I was actually playing through this part. The game does have a lot of known bugs, so it's just something to be aware of. You probably will have to play the game a couple of times over to get the best experience out of it. But it doesn't bother me really as such, because again, I'm getting to replay a different version of pretty much my all-time favourite game, so yeah, it's definitely worth exploring all over again. A lot of these items that are lying around the place, even though they're there visually, but some of them you can't really interact with, so you can't seem to save the game at the minute. So now we come into the dining room. Like, the dining room looks exactly like it does in the real game. Like, all I can say is hats off to the creator, because the level of detail is just insane. And considering that this has been reworked from the ground up, all built in 3D, and the fact is that they managed to capture pretty much every little detail, it's just insane. Even down to the pictures on the walls and everything is just, yeah. There you go, you can even see outside as well, which is something you couldn't really see in the original game. So that's pretty cool. Nice, there's no blood on the floor yet. So obviously with this being Rebecca, it's probably before the incident with the zombie, so we'll check that out now in a second. So I'll see if I can interact with this emblem. No, I can pick it up, which means I should be able to do that puzzle. Yeah, just this is so it's so nostalgic. It's just, it's not even funny. Like, even now playing it again, it's bringing back all of those memories that I had when I first experienced it. It's still giving me the goosebumps. And the fact is, it feels you're exploring that same kind of memory all over again. Right, so the zombie and all that's not here, so obviously this is before this. So yeah. Right, so I need to find a gun. I'm just gonna have to check through the controls here because I have to use the keyboard to be able to move around. So do I have any weapons? Because you can't really get in. You can get into the inventory, but it's a bit fiddly. So oh, there you go. So by using the mouse wheel, you can scroll through your inventory. So that's pretty handy. Even has the sound effects and everything. That's awesome. Like, even the lighting effects and everything is just incredible. It really just, I'm just in awe of what the creator was able to do with this. Like, even from this early segment, like, I guarantee, like, you'll love this. And you definitely need to experience this. Okay, so that's locked from the other side. I'm literally just taking it all in as I'm playing it right here, right now. This door is blocked. Interesting. Okay. That's cool. You wouldn't have got to see that in the original game of how that actually happened, so yeah, that's pretty awesome. Go down there now and see what's what. Oh, better equip my knife. More than likely I'm gonna need it. Yeah. Oh, you bit me. Alright, that took a while. Oh, he's dead. Alright, cool. So now can I swap the gun out? I can, yeah. Awesome. Let's see if I have any ammo that I can pick up. No. Alright, so can I aim the gun? Alright, cool. So you can hold the right mouse button and it aims the gun. But like the old school games, you can't move from side to side. You're stuck in the same position. But still, that's just reflective of the original game. So that's really awesome. I just need to be careful now because I don't really know how much health I have. Hopefully the gun now will make it a little bit easier. No, I can't get in here because I don't have a key. So I better go looking. Can I move that statue? Nope. As I say, not everything in the game so far you can interact with, but a lot of the stuff you can. So again, this would be still a work in progress, so I'd imagine that the developer is still going to be adding more to it as time goes on. Oh. Oh, there he is going up the stairs. I missed. Yeah, he can very easily miss shots. The aiming, you have to be super precise. You really do have to make each shot count, because you don't seem to get a lot of ammo. It's even more scarce than what I remember in the original game. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Remember that though. Right, no zombies under the stairs. Whoa. Okay, that's different. That is creepy. That's awesome. That wasn't in the original game, but it does remind me of even the remake and even Resident Evil 2, where the zombies would be battering at the windows trying to get in. Jesus, there's loads of them. You see them all creeping around, man. That is... yeah. They've taken the best bits of everything, but they've added more to it, which is awesome. And you get to see it from a whole different perspective. Oh, there's the key there. Nice one. See books on the shelf. You see down here, is that's Biohazard or Resident Evil 1.5, is it? Or Biohazard the game. And then you have all the Resident Evil games up on the shelf. 1, 2 and 3. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. That there's a build for the Biohazard or Resident Evil 1.5. One of the more recent ones, I think. One where you can play through most of the game. Let me see. You can open the box as well. Oh, you can't interact with it. But again, I suppose that's something that'll be added in later on. Again, you can't use the typewriter. Alright, so we'll just keep going. Now, I don't know how far I'm going to get with this, so I'll just play until I die, pretty much. Or the game crashes, whichever comes first. Oh, here we go. Alright, he went down handy enough there. Yeah, even the blood pooling around them, that's pretty cool. Alright, so you can't seem to interact with that, so you probably can't use that yet. Okay. Use the key. There's a writing in here that I can pick up. Alright, so is that zombie going to come out the door if I try to read this? No, it's not interacting with anything, so yeah. Still, I don't think it would work too well with this here because you'd be killed straight away. Still, it's cool the fact that you can get into the room. Yeah, it's incredible to see if all the original graphics and even the style all from this detail. And from this perspective. And I know I was always kind of hit and miss about Resident Evil being in first person, but after having played Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 8, I definitely really like those games. But I'll be honest, I'm a nostalgic gamer and I just love the old school pre-rendered backgrounds. They are without a doubt my favourite. But I have to admit, when it's done right, like this here, it definitely holds its own. It really does. This is cool. Yeah, let's bring it all back right now. Alright, so can I get in here? Alright, I can. Alright, awesome. I wonder is that puzzle working here? Actually, I might have to go and pick up that emblem again because the game crashed. Oh, there's the blood. That's obviously from Kenneth. Why did I pick it up? Alright, cool. Alright, cool, it works. There's the plant. Okay, so we can pick up the emblem. And the door hasn't shut. Okay. I'd say that's something that'll be added in later on. Aha. Again, because with the game crashing an awful lot, there'll have to be fixes on it, but I imagine the developer probably will do at some point. Oh crap. Forgot about that. Oh, another dog. I'll have to chance and try and run past it, try and save me ammo. Yeah, I think he got me. Okay, see if what's in here. Okay, that's different. Jeez, the head's still alive. Man. Yeah. At least you know you can pop heads. Okay. Ah. Now I know why. That wasn't in the original game. Nope. Yeah. Make sure the kids don't watch that. I am not going in there to get that shotgun. I don't know what will happen. Yep, you can interact with it. Yeah, you can definitely hear that dog in the background, so it is glitching. Right. No, didn't work. Ah, I know what's wrong. I hit the wrong. I didn't miss the wrong button. Left one out. Start it again. Trying to remember this, it's been a while since I've done it. No. Yeah, I don't know whether it's I don't remember the puzzle or whether it's just it doesn't seem to be working. I'd say it's probably I don't remember, but I'll come back to it. Okay. So you do need the 4 crests. Or do you? We'll find out. Oh, need to get out of here. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. You don't really get many hits from the zombie, which is understandable, but the hit count with the likes of the weapons is quite weak because it has to be hit with pinpoint accuracy from what I can see. Okay, so I decided to skip ahead with the playthrough to see how far I could get, as the game itself, it can be quite tough in different areas, especially due to the likes of the combat physics and so forth. So I just wanted to get a wee bit further to see if I could explore a bit more of the mansion, and just to kind of give you a general overview of some of the areas and to see how they compare to what would have been in the original game. And the game, at the same time, I've had to do this a couple of times because the game just kept crashing. So even to get to this point is kind of been a task in itself, but it's well worth it to see the results, even to get to experience a lot of the rooms and the areas that you can go into. It really is cool. Like even on the balcony here, it's so reflective, and you can even get to see the writing on the wall, which is awesome. It's very, very creepy. It's very nostalgic. It really is. There's just something about it that is really cool. The one thing I managed to figure out is that when a zombie, if it's coming after you, if you've hit it a few times, once you've dived in and out of a room, you can come back and you can engage in it again, so the hits still count. It wouldn't be like before where you'd have to take more shots and try to kill the enemy all over again, where you would end up wasting bullets, whereas this here, you can get away with that, so that seems to work in your favour, especially in some areas where the zombies are very close to the door, so you kind of have to duck in, pop a shot off and duck back out, because if you let them get close to you at all, as you've seen, it's very, very easy for you to be killed. So I'm just going to try and get a little bit further and see what else I can explore. Alright, cool. So I can enter that room now. I couldn't get into it earlier because it had been barricaded from the other side. So hopefully we'll get to see Forrest. Here he is. No, it's just like the director's cut. He gets up and runs after you. So, yeah, you're going to be running for dear life. I'm not too sure if he comes out after you to the room. I'd say he probably does. So we'll see now if we can try and take him down. Whoa! That's the first time I've ever seen an exploding zombie in a Resident Evil game. Holy crap. Yeah, that definitely left a mess. That's pretty cool. You can actually see into the next room. So you can see into that room where you would meet Richard later on when he's laying on the floor before you encounter the snake battle in the attic area. So at least you can see into that now. So I was often wondering where that window went to. I suppose you would go by the maps, but you never think that you would see or what was behind the windows like. So yeah, that's awesome. So I'm just going to do a bit more exploring and see what else I can find. Alright, so as I was going through this playthrough, I managed to pick up the chemical, so I'm able to use it now without the game crashing. That's to say, it's definitely random of when the game crashes. Sometimes you can get further, sometimes you mightn't be able to really get past the start. It just depends. So you just have to keep playing through really until the game either crashes out or you die pretty much. And at the same time, at the moment you can't save your game, so if you do die or the game glitches out, you have to restart from the scratch all over again. So, with the broken shotgun here, we'll pick that up. We'll see now if we'll be able to use it. But yeah, I'd say that there'll be future updates in this. If there's enough likes and so forth from the developer, if enough people can get behind it and encourage them to do more with the game, I definitely think that there's a really good worthwhile project here that could go a lot further. Because you can get really far in the game from what I've been able to see, as long as the game doesn't crash. So having the ability to have like a save feature will be pretty awesome, because this would definitely be worth a full playthrough. Because even the computer I'm using here, and it's a gaming spec PC and has like 16 gigs of RAM, so it actually has a lot of really good features and it is pretty high spec, but it still is not enough to stop the game crashing. So yeah, you just have to work with what you have. There you go, you have access to the special key already. It was literally just on the floor, so you can gain access to this room that you would usually have to play through the game to get the hidden key, so that you can change the costumes. So that's pretty cool. So you do have a bit of flexibility and freedom to explore a lot of different areas at will, which is pretty decent. Alright, so we're going to be entering out into the garden for the first time. Okay. That must be one of the other characters. So what I'm going to quickly do is try and grab the shotgun. Oh, that's unusual. You never usually see a zombie in there. Well, you might have done... Yeah, actually, from what I remember in the director's cut, I think there was a zombie in that room. Yeah, so we'd be going off that game. I do remember that. They had different areas where zombies and stuff would appear. So I'm trying to get into the door and through it without him biting me, so the only thing I can really do is open the door, pop a shot off and move back out. And make the hits count. Because you're limited in your movements, you really do have to think with a strategy. Oh, he seems to get stuck in the door, and that worked to my advantage. Oh, he's gone. Alright, so maybe we'll pick up the shotgun. The cool thing to note is that it automatically completes the puzzle for you, from what I've been able to figure out. So you don't have to equip something to put it back in, it automatically does it for you. Right, so who's that guy? Oh, that's that guy that was at the start, one of the members when he got his arm bitten off by the dog. Oh, so that's who that is. Cool. He'll probably turn into a zombie, like Forrest. Oh, there's the crank. Better get out of here real quick. Yeah, I'll just keep exploring until I can get as far as I can get. Or the game just crashes again. Which it will at some point. That shotgun makes an epic sound. So you still need the 4 crests to be able to get through that door. So I'd imagine you'd be able to get to that point. But again, it's relying on not dying and the game not crashing on you to be able to get further into the game. So I'm actually doing really well so far without the game crashing on me. But I'm not going to speak too soon. So I'll have to go in here and do this puzzle again. Oh, could this be it? Oh, it is. Yeah. So that's what it is. It'll give you a wee indication. The lights will go out once you've clicked on the right one. So, yeah. If you actually get this far in the game, then you can just keep messing around with it until you figure it out. Right, that's pretty awesome. So I'll go and put this crest in. Yeah, I'll need to get the rest of them. This is the furthest I've been really able to get through the game so far, so it's pretty cool. It's just a pity that you kind of have to be wary of the known glitches because that is hampering the progress. Now I'm sure other guys and other YouTubers have managed to get further in the game. You've probably seen other videos on it on YouTube. So even for me to even just get this far, I spoke too soon. It crashed again. So yeah guys, I've had to cut this playthrough short because the game just kept randomly crashing at different points, even when you go to pick up objects, and it would start to just be very buggy and glitchy. But it is said that that will happen. You might get an odd playthrough where very little happens, but I just haven't been fortunate with that now as I go to play this. But I will try to do another video on it and try to do a full on playthrough and see if I'll get it to work, or maybe even if another update comes out in the near future, I'll definitely make another video on it. But I just wanted to share it with you guys, as like I said, as like Resident Evil 1 is my all-time favourite game. I absolutely love the Resident Evil franchise, and to be able to go back and play it in an updated format, especially with the original title, for me is just, it's unbelievable, and it's definitely a worthwhile experience. And for any of you fans out there that love the original game in all its glory but want to see it in a different light or different perspective, I highly recommend that you go and check this version of the game out. Again, I'll leave a link down to the website down in the description below so that you can go and check it out and see for yourself. It has a load of update notes and it gives you a lot of information about the game and any upcoming details and so forth. It's definitely worth a look, so definitely go and download it and go and have a play with it yourself. Now, depending on your computer and your settings, you might be able to get it work maybe better than I could, but I'll come back to it and see if it does work better at a later point. Again, I'll try and work around it and try and make another video on it if I can, and hopefully it won't crash this time. But I'd love to know your thoughts on this, if you have seen it yourself already, if you have seen other videos on YouTube with regards to this game. And if so, what did you think of it? Or is it something that you'd like to play yourself and re-experience all that nostalgia of a classic game all over again? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so again, be sure to share it down in the comments below. And also, if you'd like to see more of these unique style videos where I do try to re-explore a lot of quirky games and old school classics, even fan made games like this, as some of them are really good, then be sure to leave a like on the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon to be updated when future videos are released. And as always, make sure to keep playing those classic games and enjoying them, and keep those gaming memories alive.